What's up everybody, my name's Ember, and in today's video I'm going to be playing some deathrun and talking about things I like about people. Alright, so one thing I like about people is if they make you food or give you food that they really like and they want you to try, and you try it and you really like it, just watching their face as you eat it and seeing them get really excited when they see that you really like it, I love that. I guess I just like seeing people, seeing their face change, seeing their face light up almost, in general, especially if you made them food and you're watching them eat it and their eyes light up because they really like it, or, they make you food and you watch their eyes light up as you try it because, they worked really hard on it. I just like seeing people's eyes light up in general when they get really happy about something, or when people get really excited about something and start, you can tell they're, visibly, you can really tell they're more excited than they were just before that, and they get super excited about a topic and start talking really fast and just get super excited. I think I like when people get excited. I like when you can have emotionally mature conversations with someone, because sure, it's fun to dick around, but sometimes it's good to just have an actual conversation without trying to make it a joke. Although, I'm all for joke conversations, which is also something I like about people. I like when people don't take themselves too seriously. That's kind of contradictory, but I think people can agree with me on that. It's good to have serious conversations sometimes, but honestly, it's also good to just mess around and not take life too seriously, because a lot of stuff, if you just take a step back and think about it, it's not as serious as you think it is. Obviously, there's things you genuinely do have to take seriously, I don't know, court probably, but that list isn't horribly long, so basically go wild. I like when people, I'm trying to think, I don't like a lot of things people do. I don't know, it's very easy for people to get on my nerves, which is not a good trait for me to have. However, it makes for great YouTube content, I guess, so life's a roller coaster. Anyways, I was sitting thinking, I should probably plan out this video at least a little bit, and I was thinking of things I like about people to, talk about in this video, and I could think of a concerningly small amount of things. Although one of them is seeing people get excited. I love seeing people get excited, especially if they're teaching you something and then you're really excited when you finally get what they're teaching you. I greatly like that. How did someone finish? You're lying. You did not finish. Anyways, that's not what's important. Or watching someone, what? Excuse me? Or watching someone, as they're learning something, and then they finally get it, and they get really excited about it. I like people who like hugs, because I like hugs. Therefore, I like people who like hugs, because then we can hug each other all the time. Or, I don't know, I'm a pretty physical person. If I just said most things people do get on my nerves, and I'm like, but I love hugs. I think I'm a very contradictory person, because there's some things, I don't know, I just say things, and then I realize I also could say the opposite of that thing, and it would also be a true statement, so, I don't know. I think I'm just indecisive. I'm a very indecisive person. Even if I basically have already made the decision, I'll still ask someone else to make the decision for me, just in case it's the wrong decision, and then if someone else makes the same decision, then it's kind of just confirmation that I made the right decision. I like patient people because sometimes I'm kind of slow. Sometimes I'm bad at deathrun. But sometimes I'm a little bit slow, and if people get frustrated like right away, then it doesn't exactly help me figure things out, you know? It just makes me more stressed and makes it harder for me to figure things out. But when people are patient, usually I get the concept much quicker because I don't have to worry about them being super mad at me. What else do I like? I like honest people, like even very, very honest people, because I constantly doubt that people like me. So if you just straight up tell me you don't like me, I'd appreciate that much more than you know, being my friend for 3 years and then randomly saying you don't want to be friends with me anymore because you think I'm like bossy and a bitch and you don't want to, you know, be friends with me anymore. Like, just tell me the second you don't like me that you don't like me. Don't be friends with me for years just to one day be like, oh yeah, by the way, I've hated you for the past 3 years. Because that is what gives me trust issues. Maybe I have low standards, or maybe I just hate most people. I feel like I really sound like a pick-me. Being like, oh, I just don't get along with anyone. Sometimes I can be friendly with people. Even if I don't like them, especially if we have to work together on something, I'll be friendly. It's just, I might not like you. And even if I'm being friendly, I'll still tell you that I don't like you. If the opportunity arises, usually I don't just say it to someone's face right off the bat that I don't like them, but I will say, if they're like, do you like me, or do you want to hang out outside of this, you know, I don't know, group project that we're working on, I'll just be like, no, I do not. And I like people who do that for me, you know, because I get really weird that people just absolutely despise me, so, and again, I'd rather be told that than not told that. Also, I like people who are self-aware about things. Like, you don't have to be perfect, just be aware. Frick you, death. That is the one obstacle in deathrun that actually kills me, like, almost every single time. But you don't have to be perfect, just be aware that you're not perfect, and we're chilling. What else do I like? I like people who get really carried away with stories. Maybe it's because I get really carried away with stories sometimes, and I get, like, off topic. But I think I really love when people get super into telling a story or something, and they just get really into telling a story. I love listening to people tell stories, especially some people have really good, like, storytelling voices. And I love those kinds of people, which obviously having a good storytelling voice isn't, like, exactly something you can just have, but I do like those kinds of people, especially people who like stories, people who appreciate stories. I like people who like water, because I like water. I think it's a great beverage, very well made, 10 out of 10. I like people who like music and know a lot of music. Especially, I'm not the biggest fan of people who aren't semi-well versed in music. Because obviously, I'm fairly young, so I don't know a ton of music. But my dad taught me, I'm not doing this today. I don't want to. And I cannot be made to. Anyways, what was I saying? Oh yeah, I like people who like music and know a lot about music, or know a lot of music. Cause, bro, please, I don't want to be death. I really, don't put me in a game that's not at all the right game. I like people who are well versed in music, or that play a lot of instruments, because I just think that's really cool. Because I play some instruments. Also, I like people who don't, obviously it's fine. Like, I don't mind people who talk a ton, but I like people who don't have to talk a ton. If you want to talk a ton, that's okay. But I like people who don't have to and can just sit in silence and like kind of just enjoy each other's presence. And like, especially if you're both like doing origami or something like that, or listening to music, anything like that. I like people who, you know, we can just sit, enjoy each other's presence, and we don't have to be talking all the time. Because I like talking. I kind of have to like talking because I'm a YouTuber, and all I do is talk. Although I really need to drink tea. I don't know if you can tell, but my voice is really dead. My throat kind of hurts. But, you know, that's me issue. Yeah, I like people. I also like people who will talk about or play music with me. Don't have to like sing, but you know, just listen to music, or even better, play music. I think I kind of already said that. I just need to repeat myself again because I really like those kinds of people. If you couldn't tell, I really like music. But yeah, I think people can be very cool. I really have a problem with focusing too much on the negatives, but making this video has kind of got me thinking more about, you know, the positives of people, because that's the whole point of this video, so I kind of have to think about it. But it's good to think about the positives sometimes, because I definitely have a habit of almost exclusively talking about negatives, which I'm trying to work on, because it's not, you know, the greatest thing really for anyone to just exclusively focus on. Although I do love talking shit about people. Have I gone into anything thinking, oh, I'm not gonna make any friends, no one there's gonna like me, anything like that? I have made some of the greatest, kindest friends, like, ever. Almost every single time. Obviously there's exceptions. There have absolutely been times where I was like, no one here is gonna like me, and no one there has liked me, which is also okay. I don't know why this video got on a more not like emotional, more serious note almost. I don't know. Kind of like it though. Maybe I should make serious videos more often, because I don't know. I could talk about a lot of serious things for a really long time, because I find it hard to enjoy a lot of things. You know, especially people. But so since it's kind of hard for me to enjoy a lot of things, there's not a ton of things I can talk about a lot, which, you know, seeing as I'm a YouTuber, that's kind of an issue. I should probably go back to hub, because I would like to end the video. You know, I'll just play one more little round of deathrun while I see if I can think of anything else I like about people. Again, there's been times where I've been absolutely right, and I've gone into something thinking no one here is gonna like me and no one there is like me. But honestly, that's fine, because I think people need to stop assuming everyone's always gonna like them, because oftentimes a lot of people are gonna not like you. But I think the people that do like you are a lot more important than the people who don't. And again, I have a problem with focusing on the negatives. But one positive I like to focus on is, rather than thinking, oh, some people don't like me, is like, oh, well, all these people do like me. And it may not be like, you know, millions of people or anything like that, but I don't really need it to be millions of people. You know, I have my people, and I'm good with that. I mean, it'd be great if there's, you know, the more the merrier, as they do say. But it's just not always necessary to be liked by everyone, or even by a lot of people. I think the Minecraft music in the background really makes this video even better. Just sad Minecraft music with my dead voice in the background. Oh, first place. Nice. Dude. This skin is amazing. Madison836, I know you're AFK, but I love your skin. That is phenomenal. I love penguins. I might not always be the biggest fan of people, but one thing I do love is penguins. Penguins are an S tier animal. They're adorable. They're amazing. Don't argue with me on that, because if you disagree, you're wrong. Anyways, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed. Please tell me some things you like about people in the comments, because I think everyone could use more positivity in their lives. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. And like and subscribe if you want. Alright, bye!